All right, it is time for us to get into the match. The plate is in the air. Cameron is out of his chair, and it's time for us to share some more action from Game 2. It is Day 3 of the PCS North America. The plane has moved left to right, but everyone can go pretty much wherever they want, and Cameron, it is not going to be a military circle.
It's not, I know, I'm sorry to say it, it's not going to be a military circle. I think this is the longest number of games it's going to take for us to get a military, because there is no way we're not going to get a military circle today, right? Surely. If it's not on the first game, if it's not on the second game, it's got to be on the third game.
I wish that I had the mustard seed level of faith you have in circles, but I don't know if that's going to happen. My vibe is that we're going to see Stalber Circle today at some point, so we'll see if that happens.
Maybe.
But the game is underway. Oh, the winners of the last match, Relo, the hero, is going to be our focus as he drops into position, and it is the exact opposite of the last circle. We talked about it at the end of the last game, Cameron.
Yeah. And as long as you spot them first, you basically get the kill. But
STK crashing in on hard shifts as Lobes tries to find the rocks. He runs away, but Unciv had a better spot, gets the pop. Luke 12 making his play. J-Sang gonna have to hold a corner and hope for the best, but it's the barrel. We talked about the MVP gun. Can it hold against a potential push? Luke 12 doing some scouts abouts. They finish Lobes and knock him out, and now J-Sang stuck in the house by himself as Purdy comes running from the distance. I'm coming, guys! As he closes the gap, does manage to come in. They seem to know that J-Sang is likely inside. Luke 12 is going to go up on the rock and take some shots at Maluk as he was thinking about coming to help. Good awareness by STK to know exactly where the second half of the team would be.
Yeah, and it's also good for Hardships to pull off of this, because if STK pushed this building and Jason got a drop and even a confirmed kill off of it, then I think Hardships would have something to play with. But at this point, STK stole this from them fair and square, and the way that they did it is exactly how you want to take this position. You have a couple people come from the west, and then one person come up from the north side that you saw Uncivil did, holding that ridge, and he even actually got the first knock, while I believe it was Luke and Alo rushing in from the west side.
This is starting to feel like mad plays. Like, same we're getting sort of out of what STK was doing with the hardships. It's mutually assured destruction. ATC does try to lock out STK. Marco goes on the ground as Marco tries to smoke and flash himself backwards and away from the onslaught. Civ down to a quarter health. As STK, I think, was as surprised as we were to see them fighting ATC just now.
Yeah, just a little bit. Uncivil actually goes down to a good grenade of Mara, those sort of fade-away grenades that he was tossing out, as well as the smokes. And STK, they need to make the decision. Do they want to go and try and retrieve their fallen teammate, or this just stick as 3, because the blue is pushing in? I wouldn't mind them going for this fight, though. Unfortunately, Civil has bled out so much that it could be a little too late. Alo's going for it, but the bleed out's going to happen, unfortunately. And now Alo's in the middle of all this gunfire, because Aguila, wide flank, he does get dropped by Luke.
Luke does it, but Tanaka is going to cause some trouble as he takes Luke down. So Fable getting involved. Marsalek gets Alo. Tanaka then gets Aguila. So Fable kind of coming out as the heroes of this fight. STK down to Purdy and a knocked Alo. Hardships, by the way, just across the road, watching the entire thing unfold as they've been in a bit of a pitched running battle for a while and content to let ATC and Fabled put in the hard work to stop STK, as now Purdy's forced to just lay outside of the blue and rethink his entire approach to PUBG.
Yeah, we saw the next phase shift again towards the east. That's 2 medium hard shifts in a row in the same direction. So all of these teams that have been running shoulder and shoulder are going to have to continue that way. ATC, they want to finish off Purdy, but at the same time, they can't wait too long themselves because they still have a long distance to run.
Illusion will be eliminated in the 16th place as they did get into that fight with Fable and just couldn't make it happen. Honey Badger takes out Ice Tech from Liberate elsewhere on the map as ATC decides to load up and start their rotation away. Purdy going to hide out and just wait for the trouble to pass. Let's look at Radiance as they also start their rotation. You can see Fabled in the distance behind them. It seemed like Radiance was waiting for Fabled, but Fabled was such a drawn-out fight they eventually gave up. Ice Tech, what? How? He's playing dodge car, but you can't dodge bullets.
That just reminds me of, you know, that old game where it's like traffic jam or something and you had to get the red car to like the exit space?
Nope.
It's almost like a those puzzle games that you had to shift the pieces around in the set.
Oh, like the golf tees at Cracker Barrel.
I don't know what that is. So, listen, a boomer and a millennial have a conversation. It goes all over the place. No one knows what the references are. So let's just pull off of this one.
I'm just like you, fellow kids. All right, Yaxley going to push down towards the hard shifts. Yaxley with the slow walk, got the M4, looking to make some action. I don't think that they know that he's here. Maluk glancing about, making a bit of a racket. Victor going to come in from the other side, potentially to cause a distraction. D-Treats does bleed out in the meantime as Yaxley moves around the back of the house. Maluk, clever spot.
Anyone's here. Yeah, it's a nice little sneaky position.
STK in 15th, by the way.
Oh, well, let's not talk about who guessed STK win. ATC here also taking a good number of kills. I wonder how many they have total because they've been in a lot of different scrappy fights. I don't think it's an exorbitant amount just yet, but 303, they already have 5 when there's only 2 squads removed. Well, make it 3 because Comets just left.
That's true. 36 players alive, though, so we got a lot of people limping themselves into the circle as Voxic wants to go ahead and stop ATC from limping by just cutting the legs out from under him. He didn't take that initial shot, though, but I expect him to attack from behind. There it is. He's going to open fire. Come on, Vox. He does get one down, but takes a little bit of return damage from Marsalek. Now he's going to go ahead and try for the right peaks, opens the spray, but ultimately he pays as Maro takes him down. They're going to go for the res. They should have enough time to get it off as the blue is a bit slow. Liberate goes out in the meantime as we jump to Fable, who, remember, got in a bit of a cluster fight there with Illusion, and now has to move into the rocks down here by Package, and are going to try to find themselves a little bit of position. T8 getting pushed from behind by Mime, as Mime comes up over the hill, but he takes some real damage. They don't know that he's there, though. It was Zen that shot at him.
Yeah, so Tactical 8 might be none the wiser with this
Mime
push, and he's going to go for it! Yo, there. Okay, it took a little longer. It took a little while for him to get him. He's going to get inside the blue, secure the kill. Does he know someone's in the smoke? That's the big question.
Drive the car. Drive the car forward. Drive the car forward.
Drive forward. Please do it.
Oh, no.
No, Grizzly finds the angle. And that's a good save because Steezy is currently getting revived by William. So Tactical 8 are able to maintain as 3. Sonic's also down to 3. Oh, that nade.
What even is this?
What is happening?
Grizzly goes back into the smoke to heal up again. Mime did get the kill and tried for a cheeky heal inside the car. That vehicle cannot be in good shape as he does load up and try to drive away. Shrimzy does get himself top back up in time to get some peaks. Zenith has caused some problems, but T8 now making their move. Can Shrimzy cause trouble for them?
Going to try, but Tactical 8, they're causing trouble for themselves because they're forced to bomb into a compound. Luckily, Fabled actually, well, took a couple of Zenith members out.
Oh,
no! Hella inside, tried to beat him into the garage, and William's going to take him out. Grizzly, though, does go down in the meantime to Greg shot. So, taking this compound is not without its casualties.
Yeah. Bold play by Mr. Wee Moo as he makes a nice knockdown.
And Zenith coming back.
Out. Here comes the crash. He's got Craig shot to worry about. He's got to look up. He's the last remaining member of Tactical 8's. Got the nade ready. Roth is like chasing him with the fires of 1,000 furnaces. He seems to just be hunting him down right now. So William's got to be careful here as he nades. I like that, actually. Cleaning up the only place he could have been hiding on the second floor. That'll clear him to push up. Wait a minute. Surprise! Weemoo comes in with the kill. I know his name's William, but Weemoo is just so much fun to yell.
Down to 1 HP. Roth almost removed Tactical A out in 10th place. But instead, he's just gonna... You can see he's having a little bit of a toddler fit there.
He killed him so hard, he's raging. Hardships is eliminated. Chubba goes down to Pat Caps elsewhere on the map. And now Greg Shot's looking to come in. And everyone wants to take their vengeance on William. But so far, he has been playing out of his mind. The drop down, the spot down, the burn down. And William gets another member.
Did Greg Shot not spot the drop? Because William certainly saw Greg Shot in the window. Oh!
Unexpected.
All right, Leda's gonna get this. Like this whole party.
I'll take unexpected snipes for 10,000, Alex.
I think you're being a little exaggerating just a little bit with SDK or Fable dropping the ball.
A 15 out and a 14 out. Come on.
It's definitely not a good start for the first 2 games for those squads. But Sonics and Oath are taking this opportunity to have good games of their own. Ooh. T-Sock does go down. Elusive trying to crawl back into this game, and the blue is not helping them out. Fizzle also gets dropped. See, when Exodus are in good positions and all they have to worry about is shooting, they perform.
Yeah. If we could drop them into the final circle every time, it'd be great. Or the last four circles. Tactical hot drop. PatCaps falling back as Innate does push up the hill, keeping some vision as he goes. Innate could be a bit of a spoiler here. Never mind.
Nope.
Dead. Got him.
Yeah.
All right. What else can you say about that?
There's not much to say about that.
Exactly. So I was building up, hoping he'd pull something off, and then nada. Zenith goes out as well. We're down to 4 teams alive, 2 down on the Sonics. So as Oath has come to play today, and that is readily apparent. They're going to move down the line, try to get some flush outs and some kills on the Sonics. Exodus still has 3 up, as does Wildcard has 4. So once they clear through here, they do have a tall order against them in order of taking out the last 2 teams. They're going to go ahead and get Profi as well as Shrimzy down. Snakers does take some damage from the last member there, and they've got to be careful. We've got Hwin hiding behind the rock. He takes 2 pops, and now he's low, but he's going to go out as Microfi catches him in the flank. That's the end of the Sonics, and opens the door for Oath, Wildcard, and Exodus to finish this one out.
I like that Oath pushed the Sonics to secure their position and secure top 3, but by doing so, Exodus just pushed behind them, backfilled, and took the high ground from them. And so now Oath, they're in a rough position. They need to book it back and try and take a close quarters fight. Yes, they got the circle, but they're on the low ground. If Wildcard just push up north, Oath are going to be sitting ducks.
They need to book it, but Oath just got to the final chapter. That circle is great if they can beat Exodus, but Exodus has the high ground, opens fire, it's a back and forth. Snakers gets PatCaps, but PatCaps gets Relo. Wolf gets Drassel, and the fight goes on. Wildcard will see the flares going into the air, saying, now's the time to push, and should be coming up from behind, potentially catching Exodus with their backs turned. Oath is desperate for them to get involved right now. PatCaps is down, Microfry, the last man standing. Wildcard coming over the top of the hill in a pattern meant to decimate. They're in a straight line, basically beating the bushes and digging out anyone in front of them. PatCaps is finally eliminated by Snakers, and that'll just leave Microfry and a hope. Never mind. Micro is going to go down to a nice shot from Snakers with the headshot, and now it's a 4v4 to determine who wins this. But Wildcard has the high ground, Cameron. Relo moving up. We saw him check on his team's position. Pentalol around the side of the tree. He hears Relo moving. Got the crosshair lined up perfectly for when he reveals. Dude, bad time to pull a grenade out. Relo goes down to Pentalol, but the trade is there as Wolf gets Penta down. Now he has to move forward. Balefrost going to try to get up for the res. Does toss out a nade to buy some time, but here comes Jazza. Wants to get the flush. Coming around the flank. Is it going to be enough? He sees him going for the res. Bale stands up. He turns, and he gets the burn. Jazza goes down. Partner calls for the flush. Goes back to try to stick the res yet again. Sharp shot goes down to Wolf. In the meantime, Keenan is low and has to go down to get his heal, and that will be the end of him. And Oath gets a 13-kill win in back-to-back chicken dinners. Oath is magic, baby.
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours.